Hey everyone, sorry it's been a long time since I've made a video, but sometimes when you have epilepsy, weeks days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months, and it goes by kind of quick, and everything just kind of blurs together sometimes. Um, I wanted to talk about epilepsy again and just continue this dialogue. My wife showed me this video the other night of a gentleman that has epilepsy, and I just wanted to continue to bring about awareness in this video, especially in the department of police officers, EMTs, doctors themselves, dentists, and even neurologists. Um, the video I saw was disturbing because the gentleman had just come out of a seizure. And when you come out of a seizure, there's something called a post-ictal stage, and it's when your brain is still foggy and it doesn't really realize what's going on. It's trying to recalculate things and to figure out its surroundings, and so a lot of it's different for everyone. There's like 40 different types of seizures. So, and then there's also several different types of stages of the post-ictal stage. So it looks different for every patient. In this guy's case, he got violent, probably because he didn't know what was going on. You wake up from being unconscious and you have five police officers on top of you. You get a little freaked out, I'm sure. This guy was beat up pretty bad. So there needs to be awareness of police officers to know that this gentleman wasn't trying to resist or anything. He was just coming out of a seizure. In other cases where I heard of a gentleman being tased 5 times because he was resisting arrest. And I just can't imagine your brain going through these electrical shock waves and then being tased with 5,000 volts going through your body. What that must do to your body and your brain and just to everything. They have no idea what they're doing to the impact of these people's lives. In my case, when I had a tonic-clonic seizure, April 19th of 2019, April 21st of 2019, glad I can remember that. Not really glad, but I had a tonic-clonic seizure in my sleep, and it was so convulsive that I compressed my T5 50% and broke my back, and it hurt. But when the EMTs got there, they didn't really assess me. They didn't know that I had a broken back. I didn't even find out I had a broken back until 3 days later. But they didn't really help the cause, because in my house, they carried me from my bedroom, which was on the 2nd story, down 2 flights of stairs, each under one arm. So I'm sure that didn't help my back. They probably could have helped, but I couldn't imagine if the police officers would have been there and I would have been somewhat resisting. So I think there should be awareness with this. I had another occasion with my own neurologist, knowing that I have triggers of flashing lights, tried to stick a flashlight in my eye to see how my pupils were, causing a seizure, no doubt. She apologized and was very empathetic towards it, but there still needs to be so much awareness and education, even for neurologists. It's hard for each epileptic patient to highlight their triggers and to know. So there needs to be a broad general idea of certain triggers, certain activities that happen after a seizure happens, like the post-ictal stage, and what it can look like, In that situation with the police, if they would have just let that gentleman be for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, let him just go and lay down, it would have gone away. This week alone, I was at the dentist office, and while I was sitting in the dentist chair, I had a seizure on the dentist, and he doesn't know what my seizures look like, and he kind of panicked, and trying to be the most empathetic doctor he could be, he's patting me on my neck and telling me it's going to be okay. But when you can't speak, during a seizure, in my case, I can't really talk, so I couldn't tell him to stop patting me because that was way sensory overload. So there's so many things that just need to be taught and learned and educated, and it's really our responsibility as people that have seizures, and people that have seizure disorders, and people that have epilepsy, right? They call it seizure disorders because they don't want the stigma of epilepsy, but I'm tired of the stigma of epilepsy, and I think that needs to be addressed. There's many things that need to continue in this conversation. If y'all could pass this along to any EMT person that you know, any police officer that you know, it would be very helpful, because everyone, especially in those key departments, need to be informed. In the case where that guy was beat up by the police officers, the EMTs were actually there on the scene. He was in the ambulance, and there should be more communication between the two departments, because they could have caused that situation not to go like it did. Right now, I think the gentleman's on a breathing tube in the hospital because they have him on so many medications. I think they even sent him to a mental institution. So I can't imagine the things that could happen in cases like that. It could have happened to me, and I'm just thankful that my post-ictal stages aren't violent. And but yet again, I just want to get the awareness out there. I love you guys, and I want to continue talking about this. Sorry I haven't gotten more videos out there, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to get some content, trying to get some rest as well. I love you guys. Keep resting, keep well, stay strong, stay warriors. Remember, God loves you.